Hey, it's Chris, the Dating Doc, and this entire video is going to go into the differences between a business professional and a young guy who just got out of high school or college versus a businessman who has more years in their career and the differences in their approach to dating. First off, I want to make sure you understand this is not a young man versus older man professional video. What this is to value the experience and understand the difference between businessmen and younger men. Take, for example, if a businessman enters a gym, his primary focus is to work out. He may wave at women that he finds attractive, and in exchange, that woman may like the fact that he's not so much on the make, that he's not putting this intense energy in trying to get her attention, versus a young man who may be dressed a certain way, who may be near her, who may be trying to ask for her Snap or IG. A businessman is going in there with the focus of working out and getting out of there. One theme you're going to see throughout this video is time. Pay attention to the importance of time. Now, part of that natural swagger of a well-established gentleman who is self-confident, if he's going out to a nightlife venue, he may go out there with the intention of meeting up with management or the owner because that might be a personal friend of his. Meanwhile, younger men are trying to do everything to get validation and attention from women that are there peacocking and trying to grab the attention of the established gentleman. The established gentleman is aware of the games that young women play, whether he wants to play them or not. He understands that they're peacocking with their attire, that they're trying to make eye contact. But again, this natural swagger, this flow to live life regardless is what separates an experienced man from a young man that's new to the game. Now, one stark difference is how young men define their 9s and 10s versus an older established man. Take, for example, young men may focus more on looks. For example, their version of a 9 or 10 may be more of an Instagram model. Whereas an older established gentleman, yes, he does go for looks, but he may be also looking for smarts. He may be looking for a woman who is a leader in her community or her company. And guess what? This applies whether it's a short-term or long-term situation. Now, this might be seen as a disadvantage for an older, more established gentleman, but he may not be the type that goes off on a whim and can go on dates here and there at the drop of a hat, because he might be planning a happy hour with his buddies. He may have to meet leads or even go to a networking event or even a meeting after work. This is the difference between someone who just got out of college, who has a lot more time on his hands and has time to just go meet up someone, whether it's an FWB situation or a formal date. The difference between a business executive, a professional, versus someone who's young or even someone who's the same age as a business professional but may not be as advanced in their career is that they might be fighting for that validation from a woman. Businessmen and professionals, they're not worried about that. They literally know that time is not a commodity. So they prioritize things such as working out, making money, and then they think about women. Because in the end, the woman who's also professional, she's thinking the same way. So her time is precious, just like a gentleman's. So please understand that there's a huge difference when it comes to the dating mindset of a business professional and young guy. You're a young gentleman and you tell yourself, how can I be like the established gentleman? Well, here's 3 quick tips. First, you got to decide and make a plan. Who are you going to invest your time and energy on? Second, schedule your weekend. We only have one life to live. And last point is you need to remove time wasters. There's women in your life that want to take, but not give. Hope you liked this short video on the differences between young men and older established men when it comes to dating. But most importantly is you can be inspired by both sides and up your game. Speaking of game, let's charge it to the game. This is Chris, the Dating Doc, signing out. Peace.